Up next, Orange Con. Well, hey guys, and welcome back to another Industry Modeler. Well, I have a brief video for you here. It's a recap of Orange Con, which is a model show I attended a few weeks ago. It's one that takes place up in the Anaheim area, put on by the Orange County IPMS Society there, and it's been going on for about 20 years, and this is about the third or fourth one now that I've been to. This year, the model show was a huge success, over 500 entries. That was larger than the last one I went to back in 2022. It was well attended, and the entries range from military to sci-fi, all kinds of different models that were on display there. And I took some entries myself, which included the Battlestar Galactica hangar from Cosmic Scale Models, the Cyclops creature from X Plus, the Rising Star, and my 3D printed Hawk Fighter from Buck Rogers, along with my Y-Wing diorama that I made for San Diego Comic-Con this year. And I'll let you know how I did at the show at the end of the video. Now I'm going to first kick off the video with a brief interview with a modeler named Bauble Young. He's a guy I first met at Orange Con a couple years ago, and this year I knew he was going to be at the show featuring and showing off his scratch-built ship. It's a jump ship from the Apple Series Foundation. It's a beautiful rendition, beautiful replica of the ship, and it's all 3D printed. He had it on display at Wonderfest, which I missed this year, and I was in communication with Bauble prior to the show, knew he was going to be up there with that model, so actually it was one of the reasons I wanted to attend the show, was to see that ship. So we're going to talk with him about how he built that ship. He's going to give us just some insight on how everything came together, and following that will be a slideshow of some of the entries there from the show. Now I do want to thank a few people here, Kim Calvert, Will Bank, and High Altitude Model, for providing the pictures for the slideshow. I did take a bunch of pictures with my own camera. Unfortunately, as I was fiddling around with a few things, I ended up accidentally wiping all of the pictures that I had taken. So I reached out to them, and they were kind enough to share their pictures with me. Particularly High Altitude Modeling makes up a bulk of the slideshow. So thank you very much for allowing me to share your pictures there. All right, let's go and get started with a look at this year's Orange Con. All right, guys, well, we're here at Orange Con 2024. This is taking place in Anaheim, and I'm here with Bauble Young, who's an incredible modeler. You got a chance to meet him on a channel a couple years ago. He brought in to the same show the Blockade Runner. That's right. Well, we're going to show you here, and what he's going to talk about real briefly here is his model from the Foundation. Beautifully done ship, and so let's take a look. All right, so tell me a little bit about, first of all, how long did it take you to construct all of this?
So this one took a year and 6 months to put together.
Wow, and how many parts total did you end up?
So there's about 400 plus 3D printed parts, as well as styrene pieces, as well, and photo etch embossed pieces as well.
Wow,
so,
that is incredible. And tell us some of the features here, like you were pointing out a couple things just a minute ago.
Right.
So
yeah, like 3D printed fine enough that you can actually see that, even though these people are printed at 1/350 scale, you can tell the men and the women apart from each other.
Wow, yes.
So, and then the other thing that is notable about these pieces is the fact that it took me a while to design and print them, but I was able to get everything done in one piece for this. So
these are the inserts here.
That's right. About. Yeah. So these 3D prints, once you put L-clad on, you can see that they pop pretty nicely. So yeah, it took me about, I think this one was 12 iterations or so for us to get to this point. And if you look in, you can see the people in the bridge as well.
Bridge, yes.
Yeah, so that's all built out as well.
Wow.
And the light is actually through fiber couplings, as well as micro light LEDs, the tiny ones that light up the bridge.
Yes.
Those are actually micro lights.
Wow.
And the pinpoints of light within the bridge itself, that's actually just from photo etch, and then having a fiber coupling the light through pinholes within the photo etch itself.
Wow.
Yeah.
Incredible. Well, it's a beautiful job.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks for sharing a few points here on this, and you're just displaying it today. Is
That's
that right?
right.
Yeah. All right. Well,
okay.
And then this was displayed at Wonderfest, and as well as you went to IPMS.
Yeah, IPMS National. So it won our best of show there.
All right.
So, yeah.
Well deserved. It is beautiful.
Thank you.
Thanks for spending a few minutes with us.
You're welcome.
Okay. Yeah. So the show was well attended this year, and certainly more so than the Orange Con I attended a couple years ago back in 2022. The flow of visitors was pretty consistent throughout the day. Sci-fi was decently represented at the show, as you can see, with some unique models such as this large Y-wing and snowspeeder. I absolutely love this Lost in Space diorama. And check out the beautiful large model of the Orion Clipper from 2001. There were some amazing Trek entries in the collections category. And some really nice ones in the diorama category, including this one that was inspired by Jason and the Argonauts. Alright, well, let's go ahead and move on to our slideshow and take a look at some of the over 500 entries. So about 3 hours was allowed for judging, and afterwards we all gathered for the award ceremony. Now there were 47 categories in all, including the theme award, which was Out of This World. And what I'd like to do is take a minute here to announce a few awards. These individuals contributed pictures to my slideshow. First, a congratulations to Kim Calvert for the Boris Karloff the Body Snatcher figure, which won second place in its respective category. Modeler Will Bank won 2 awards in the Sci-Fi Fantasies figure category. First place went to his Leonardo model, and third was for his Kaneda model from Akira. And he also took second place in the Sci-Fi Diorama category for his Alien Space Jockey diorama. Now, he mentions in his Facebook post that this was actually his first competition and that he was surprised with those wins. Well, I can say they certainly look great, Will, so I think those wins were well deserved. And also congratulations to High Altitude Modeling. This was his first show as well, at least his first Orange Con, and he won 2 third place awards, one for a rebox of a 1953 Revell release of the Battleship Iowa, and the other third place was for an Italeri official 172 scale HS-129B2 with an Ares resin set. Congratulations there. And finally, this gentleman, Scott Rizika, won the Best Theme Award, which again, the theme was Out of This World, and he won it for his Extraordinary Trek models in the Collections category. Congratulations, Scott. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed following along, and yeah, it did turn dark as I was editing this video. That's why the lighting is all different here. But yes, it's always a pleasure to see the work of other modelers and certainly to share it with you here. I know there are a lot of places that don't have model shows. In fact, this is the only one left now in Southern California that I can think of. There used to be one in San Diego called Winterfest a while back, but they've discontinued that one. So this is really the only one in Southern California. So I'm really happy that they're able to put together a model show like that. As for how I fared in the show now, my Battlestar Galactica hangar diorama won first in the sci-fi diorama category. My Buck Rogers Hawk Fighter won first place in the sci-fi ships category. And my Cyclops took third place in the figures giant creatures category there. So yeah, definitely an honor to have received those awards. I'm really grateful that the judges thought very highly of my work there. I really do appreciate that. All right, guys, well, that's going to do it for this video. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me here on my YouTube channel or at interstellarmodeler@gmail.com. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you then in the next video. Take care.